Hey there, food lovers. Ready to stand out from the crowd this Valentine's Day? We created the most beautiful Valentine's Day heart-shaped cake ever. Want to know our secret? Grab your aprons, preheat those ovens, and let's get started. Every unforgettable love story begins with a sprinkle of magic. And what could conjure that magic better than a delectable homemade cake lovingly crafted by hand? Today, we're diving into a whirlwind of flavors and romance as we gather all the essential ingredients to whip up a sensational Valentine's Day cake, bound to capture hearts and taste buds. Let's get ready for a delicious adventure. Our magic comes from these ingredients. Each one plays a crucial role in creating the perfect cake. Every ingredient has a special role to play, from the flour that gives it structure to the sugar that adds sweetness. Don't worry, they're easy to find. For the cake, we need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, which will give it body and texture. We also need 3 cups of granulated sugar to add that essential sweetness. 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda will help our cake rise and become fluffy. And don't forget half a teaspoon of salt, which enhances all the other flavors. Next, we need 1 cup, or 2 sticks, of unsalted butter, softened to room temperature. This will add richness and moisture to our cake. 4 large eggs will help bind everything together. 1 cup of buttermilk for a slight tang and extra tenderness. Finally, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract is added to add a lovely aroma and depth of flavor. For our frosting, we'll need 2 cups of softened unsalted butter, which will be the base of our creamy, dreamy frosting. 6 cups of powdered sugar will give it the perfect sweetness and texture. Half a cup of heavy cream makes our frosting smooth and spreadable. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract adds an extra hint of flavor. And of course, red food coloring gives our frosting a beautiful, romantic hue. To bake our cake, we'll need 2 8-inch round cake pans lined with parchment paper to prevent sticking, as well as an electric mixer to make mixing our ingredients a breeze. Spatulas for scraping down the sides of the bowl and spreading our frosting. A serrated knife is used for leveling the cake layers and ensuring a smooth, even surface. And if you want to get fancy with your decorations, a piping bag and tips are optional but highly recommended. They allow you to add beautiful, intricate designs to your cake. Now that we have everything, let's bake. With all our ingredients and tools ready, we're set to create a delicious cake that's a true expression of love. So roll up your sleeves, preheat your oven, and start this baking adventure together. Get ready for some excitement. Baking is more than just sticking to a recipe. It's all about unleashing your creativity and bringing your culinary dreams to life. Something magical and delicious. So, let's dive into mixing our magic cake batter. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius. This step is crucial because it ensures that your cake bakes evenly and rises appropriately. A well preheated oven is the first secret to a perfect cake. Grease and flour your cake pans. This prevents the cake from sticking and makes it easier to remove once baked. Use a generous amount of butter and a light dusting of flour to coat the pans thoroughly. Line them with parchment paper. This extra step ensures an even smoother release and helps maintain the shape of your cake. Cut the parchment paper to fit the bottom of the pans perfectly. Combine the flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt in a large bowl. Mix them until they are well incorporated. This step is essential to distribute the leavening agents evenly throughout the flour. In another bowl, cream the softened butter and sugar until light and fluffy. This process incorporates air into the mixture, which helps the cake rise and gives it a tender texture. Take your time with this step. It usually takes 3 to 5 minutes. Beat in the eggs one at a time. This ensures that each egg is fully incorporated before adding the next. Add the vanilla extract for that wonderful aroma and flavor. Vanilla is like the magic wand in baking, enhancing all the other flavors. Gradually add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, alternating with the buttermilk. Start and end with the dry ingredients. This method helps to keep the batter smooth and prevents it from curdling. Mix gently to avoid overworking the batter. Mix until just combined. Don't overmix. Overmixing can lead to a dense and tough cake. We want our cake to be light and airy, so mix just until you no longer see streaks of flour. Our love potion is ready. Look at that beautifully mixed batter, smooth and ready to be transformed into a delicious cake. Let's pour it into the pans. Divide the batter evenly between the prepared pans, smoothing the tops with a spatula. Now, we're ready to bake our magic cake. Divide the batter evenly between the two prepared cake pans. Smooth the tops. Now, here's the secret to the perfect heart shape. Once the cakes are baked and cooled, cut one in half using a serrated knife. Place one half on your serving platter, cut side facing up. Then carefully position the other half next to it, forming a heart shape. Don't worry about making it perfectly symmetrical. A minor imperfection makes it even more special. Pop those pans into the preheated oven. Ensure your oven is set to the right temperature, usually around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This ensures that your cakes will bake evenly and rise beautifully. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes clean. Keep an eye on them as they bake, and resist the urge to open the oven door too often, which can cause the cakes to sink. While the cakes are baking, let's make the frosting. Gather all your ingredients: softened butter, powdered sugar, heavy cream, vanilla extract, and a few drops of red food coloring. In a large bowl, beat the softened butter until smooth. This step is crucial for a creamy and fluffy frosting. Make sure the butter is at room temperature for the best results. Gradually add the powdered sugar, beating well after each addition. This helps to incorporate the sugar entirely and avoid any lumps. The mixture should start to look light and airy. Stir in the heavy cream and vanilla extract. The cream adds a rich texture, while the vanilla gives a wonderful aroma and flavor. Mix until everything is well combined. Add a few drops of red food coloring to make the frosting pink. Adjust the amount depending on how vibrant you want the color to be. Mix until you achieve your desired shade of pink. Ensure the color is evenly distributed throughout the frosting for a consistent look. Can you smell that? Almost there. The aroma of freshly baked cake is simply irresistible. Once the cakes are done, let them cool in the pans for about 10 minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. This prevents them from breaking apart and ensures they are ready for frosting. Once the cakes are baked, remove them from the oven. Let them cool in the pans for 10 minutes. Then, carefully invert them onto a wire rack to cool completely. While the cakes are cooling, you can wash your mixing bowls. Get ready for the best part: decorating. The cakes are incredible, and the frosting is ready. Let's create a masterpiece. Now for the fun part. Place one cake layer on your serving plate. Top it with a generous layer of frosting. Carefully place the second cake layer on top, forming the heart shape. Frost the entire cake with the remaining frosting. You can keep it simple and elegant, or get creative with piping techniques, sprinkles, and other decorations. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to decorate. Let your imagination run wild. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Nothing says I love you like a homemade treat. Today we're baking the most beautiful heart-shaped cake. Get ready to wow your loved ones. This cake is delicious and beautiful. Let's get started. Congratulations, you've created a masterpiece. This Valentine's Day heart-shaped cake is delicious and symbolizes your love. Share your creation with someone special. They'll be amazed by your baking skills. Don't forget to share pictures of your creations on social media and tag us. You can even share in the comments below. We'd love to see your masterpieces. Thank you for joining us on this baking adventure. We hope you enjoyed creating this delicious and stunning Valentine's Day heart-shaped cake. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more amazing recipes, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy baking.